She went for a walk in one of our family's favorite places. This beautiful trail was to us a safe place where we pushed our babies in strollers, where we walked together as a family, where my wife and I got married, near what would later become the spot where my sister's body was found.
Unfortunately, that suspect has not been positively identified, but he did leave behind his DNA. Based on the DNA evidence, we consider the individual in the video we obtained from the Los Angeles Police Department and that we are about to show you on our TV screens to be the person that murdered Rachel Morin on August 5th.
An illegal immigrant that they've accused of murdering her. The Biden-Harris administration has not reached out to our family to offer condolences. And I've noticed that when speaking about the border policy, they would rather look in the other direction, kind of like a little kid. You know, if I don't see you, you don't see me.
Rachel Morin, the devoted mother of 5, was described by friends as a fighter and someone who was committed to raising their children. Rachel tailored work around her kids. She owned and operated a commercial cleaning business. The 37-year-old mother of 5 was not married, but was dating a man named Richard Tobin. Boyfriend Richard was known to have an extensive criminal history. This included 2 arrests for second-degree assault, malicious destruction of property, and violating a restraining order. Rachel Morin lived a pretty active life. She loved going on hikes, exercising, listening to music, and dancing. So it is with no surprise that the mother of 5 would frequently walk the Ma and Pa Trail in Maryland. But on the 5th of August, 2023, something different would happen. At around 6 p.m., Rachel Morin would go on the same run, but this time, she would not return. Boyfriend Richard Tobin would begin to get concerned after Rachel would not return, and at around 11 p.m. would report her missing. Richard Tobin would direct police officers to Rachel's vehicle. Rachel's car would later be found in the parking lot of the trail, but the search for the mother of 5 would unfortunately continue. At this time in the investigation, many courageous volunteers had offered to help look for Rachel, and one would discover the bad news.
We just received a call from a Cecilia who's advising that she has located the missing Rachel Morin subject on the Montauk in a tunnel that runs under 2334 near mile marker 2.75 on the Montauk. Caller is standing by at that location. Reference to Montauk, callers advising that the victim appears to have sustained a head injury. They have been instructed not to touch anything. She's inside the tunnel as soon as you walk in.
And on the 6th of August, 2023, Rachel Morin's body was found unrecognizably hid inside of a tunnel drain. The state of Rachel's body went as such. She had had bruises spread thickly all over her body and also suffered 10 to 15 head wounds. The mother of 5 had also been sexually assaulted. Because of their newfound relationship and his crooked past, many Maryland residents would suspect Richard Tobin.
Question we have continued to get centers around whether we have interviewed the boyfriend in this case. The answer is yes, we have, along with many other people who are close to Rachel. That is the way an investigation is conducted. We start with people who are in her close inner circle and others who have may known her or she have encountered and work outward. Please be safe to take care of each other. Watch out for each other. Together we will solve this crime and find the heinous coward who took Rachel Morin from her family and friends.
In defense of himself, Richard would make a post on Facebook. Richard's post would make claims to his sobriety and also acknowledge his love for Rachel. But time for speculation was over, because 12 days later, detectives had found a match for DNA left at the scene.
Information, and our detectives have been working throughout the night and today, running down our new leads. Once the new evidence came to light, Sheriff Gaylor was adamant that we needed to inform our community as soon as possible, and that's why we're here tonight. As you know, since Saturday, August 5th, 12 days ago, the Harford County Sheriff's Office has been working around the clock to get justice for Rachel Morin and hopefully bring peace to her family. Since that first day, over 300 community tips have flooded our inboxes and emails. Her death has grabbed local, state, national, and international headlines, everyone with the same goal: find the killer and bring justice to Rachel. DNA evidence is part of nearly every modern-day investigation, and in Rachel's case, DNA evidence was collected by our Forensic Services Unit. That DNA was analyzed by the Maryland State Police, and it was ran through the National CODIS system. This DNA evidence has come back as a match.
The DNA evidence had came back as a match to another sexual assault case that had taken place in Los Angeles. Due to the fact that the LA victims had come forward, detectives received two things. First was the alleged footage of the suspect leaving the victim's home after sexually assaulting her.
Video after this press conference, this video will be posted on our social media. All right, you want to play it one more time?
Fortunately, due to the victims coming forward, a sketch was made of what the suspect looked like.
I'm not sure if I heard you correctly. We know about Los Angeles, about the assault there. We know about Rachel Morin's assault in Maryland. Do you know of any other locations or any other crimes where CODIS may have hit a DNA profile where he has been? Or do you have any suspicions of where else he's been?
No, that is the only locations we know for sure. But I mean, it's common sense that if he did an assault like that in California and then all the way across the country here, a few months later he's doing another assault. I mean, chances are those aren't the only two times he was involved in an assault like that.
Sketch posters were put out, and the search for Rachel Morin's murderer began. But for months on end, the case would go cold. Harford County Sheriff had promised Maryland that he won't leave any stone unturned. And after 10 months of searching for the killer, detectives got their big break. Victor Martinez Hernandez was an illegal immigrant who had snuck into the U.S. via the border. And after 10 long months of hiding out, Victor was caught in a bar in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
What's your real name, man?
Su nombre. No. Su nombre.
Antonio?
Antonio. Antonio. Sí. No.
Did you?
Sí. Ajá. Sí.
Where are you from? Where do you live? What state? From El Salvador? Is that where you're from?
John X-ray.
Oh. Yeah. No. El Salvador, is that where you live? Yeah.
Victor Martinez Hernandez was later arrested and has been charged with first and second-degree murder, kidnapping, and sexual assault. The DNA evidence puts Victor on the scene on the evening of August 5th, 2023. At the time of this recording, his trial is still yet to start. That was the true story of the hard-working mother of 5, Rachel Morin. Be sure to leave your thoughts below and comment on any other stories you would like to hear. Thank you for watching Published Media Family.